the shadow of the old oak's bough, where we once carved our name so proud. The wind's a whisper soft and low, through the leaves it seems to crow. The dust it danced, our boots it wore, by the cabin door, love's lore. Oh, the dust turned cold in the twilight's fold, underneath the endless indigo. Where did you go, my heart's echo, leaving me with these ghosts in the afterglow? The saddle's worn, the leather's cracked, just like the paths where we once tracked. That dusty scarf you left behind is the only piece you didn't unwind. The prairie's wide, the town's gone quiet, your absence a storm my soul can't fight. Oh, the dust turned cold in the twilight's fold, underneath the endless indigo. Where did you go, my heart's echo, leaving me with these ghosts in the afterglow? The rain on the old porch seems to cry, lonely teardrops from a slate gray sky. Each drop a memory, each stain a day, fading trails where we once lay. And now the dust turned cold, and I'm growing old, riding trails of regret and solace untold. Where did you go, my heart's echo, wandering alone in the dust turned cold? Echoes fade down gravel roads long sold, in the winds that carry the dust turned cold. Out by the bend of the Willow Creek, where shadows whisper and the oak trees speak, found a rusty locket in the mud so deep, a relic of what I couldn't keep. The cold wind hums her sweet old tune under the mournful prairie moon. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Ever clasping hinge, a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track, she's a memory I can't win back. The cabin's empty on Mockingbird Hill, her scarf still hangs on the old coat rack, so still. The porch where we danced is worn and gray, time took our names and dreams away. The gravel road where we used to stride now just a path where my sorrows hide. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Every clasp and hinge, a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track, she's a memory I can't win back. In the silence of the falling rain, I reckon love's like the fleeting train. Tracks lead somewhere but just cold steel. They don't feel the fire that a heart can feel. So I'll drop this locket in the river wide, let it drift where lost things abide. That rusty locket and my breaking heart, in the twilight of love we drift apart. Dusty trails and an endless track, with every sunset I feel her lack. And like the sun dips low out of view, I'm a shadow waiting, missing you.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, there's an old porch where laughter used to sound. A dusty trail leads right up to where we'd sit, talking dreams over the horizon, fireside lit. But now the saddle waits, empty by the door. No one to ride the gravel roads or walk the floor. The wind whispers through the willow like she's calling me home, but home's just a memory, and I'm out here alone. Time's gone by like the river cuts through stone. Old cabin's empty, vines overgrown. Where once her scarves would dance upon the breeze, now there's just the silence and a sky too clear to ease. The saddle waits, still dust settle in like rain. Each grain a moment, each moment a pain. Twilight cries in colors, her name across the plains. I'm holding on to shadows, all that remains. I've wandered far under sunsets that bleed and fade. Each step away a betrayal, every return too late. Maybe all we get are moments, not the dreams we chase. Love's a fleeting shadow, not a trophy in the race. So the saddle waits, my heart knows its place on the porch by the oak tree in her timeless grace. If letting go's the journey, then I'm lost on the trail. For in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail. Yes, in every dusty sunset, her whispers prevail.
Out where the dogwood blooms meet dusty trails of yore, under the shade of an old oak tree by the cabin with the creaky door. There where the sunset bleeds into the earth and sky, that's where I remember her, where our love did lie. She wore a scarf of scarlet, it danced upon the breeze, a laughter light as raindrops whispering through the leaves. A wagon wheel closed her eyes as the twilight fell, her whisper soft as the wind in the silence of my spell. Lonely is the saddle and empty is my bed. Wagon wheel closed her eyes and all her dreams were said. The years have rolled like river stones, worn smooth and sent downstream. The oak tree's grown, the cabin's aged like the edges of a dream. Gravel roads are overgrown, the trails don't know my tread. The fire's cold and the porch is still, but her memories never fled. The scarf I keep a token, it's faded by the sun, just like the love I hold for her, a battle never won. The wagon wheel closed her eyes as the stars began to spread, her voice an echo fading over words we never said. Lonely is the saddle and empty is my bed. Wagon wheel closed her eyes where our love was softly shared. Now I roam these lands, a shadow in the dust, a cowboy with his heartstrings tangled up in rust. I've learned that love's a ghost town, a whisper lost in breeze, a scarf caught in the branches of weathered lonely trees. Wagon wheel closed her eyes and the night sky turned to gray, her memories a melody in the twilight I replay. Lonely is the saddle and heavy is my head. Wagon wheel closed her eyes and with them all was said. Wagon wheel closed her eyes, oh the price of love we pay. On the lonesome roads we wander forever and a day.
Out here where the wind whispers through the oak, stands an old ranch, its heart long ago broke. An empty porch swing rocks in the silent breeze,
echoes of laughter lost on dusty seas. I recall her scarf red against the winter's gray, dancing like wildfire, then it slipped away. Ain't nothing left now but the shadows and the stains. This ranch remembers, cradles all my loves and pain. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend. Years rolled like thunder, took the young man I was, left a trail of memories wrapped up in what once. Gone are the hoofbeats that raced the gravel road, only echoes in the barn where we once shared a load. The saddle hangs idle on a dusty, forgotten wall, her picture a faded sentinel, a silent, mournful call. No more laughter in the corridors, no boots upon the floor, just a lone cowboy wandering as the winds of sorrow roar. Oh, these hills recall her steps beside the stream, underneath the sunset's dying golden gleam. Every stone and creek, every wildflower scent, whispers of a love time can't ever mend. Sometimes I feel the rains trying to wash my soul, clear away the footprints, make the broken whole. Yet every storm that passes leaves her deeper in my mind, an anchor in the currents of what I've left behind. So this ranch holds her secrets like the oak cradles the wind. In the quiet I hear heartbeats from a world that might have been. Forgive me, my dear, as I turn to face the dawn. A cowboy rides the morning light, forever moving on. Yet this abandoned ranch remembers, under stars that never fade, the love that lived and died here in the silence that we made. In the shade of an old oak tree, near a cabin weathered and worn, I found a scarf you left behind, now faded and torn. Underneath that creaking porch, where we'd watch the storms roll through, I recall the laughter fade as the wild prairie wind blew. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't save. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through this silent grave. Sunset drifts like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake where cracked frames shut the door. Those gravel roads we wandered, now overrun with thistles and sage. The trails we blazed have vanished like words lost on a page. I roam these empty valleys where dreams whisper through the trees, but the whisper turns to weeping in the chill of the evening breeze. Cracked frame shut the door on the love we couldn't save. I hear the echo of your steps as I walk through this silent grave. Sunset drips like candle wax, melts away each day before, leaving shadows in its wake where cracked frames shut the door. On the breath of the northern wind, I smell the rain-soaked earth, a fragrance of memories of tears and scattered mirth. Sometimes in the darkest night, when stars dare to implore, I see your smile in the moonlight, just like those times before. Cracked frame shut the door, whispers of what we knew. Every sunset a reminder of the love that once was true. Now I carry this weight alone through silent towns and lore, haunting every step I take where cracked frames shut the door. Yes, haunting every step I take where cracked frames shut the door.
Tree shadows fall like whispers across the old porch where we shared that final kiss. There's an empty cabin on the edge of silence where my heart still lies and crumbled reminisce. When through the doorway spins old tales of glory, dust from the trail where once our dreams did roam. The sun dips low, just like the day you left me, in the twilight of our love's abandoned home. Love sleeps in the quiet places, under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded, where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps, but it never dies, as the night claims the sunset's flames, in every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes. In the silence I still hear your name. The gravel roads, they whisper of your footsteps. The rain recalls the tears that we once shed. An old scarf holds the scent of your laughter, fading slowly on the chair beside our bed. We spoke of love as if it lasts forever, but forever's just a moment passing through. Now I wander lost, a ghost in empty spaces. Every corner of this world echoes with you. Love sleeps in the quiet places, under stars that watched us then, riding trails now blurred and faded, where hopes drift like dust in the wind. Oh, love sleeps, but it never dies, as the night claims the sunset's flames, in every shadow neath the moon's watchful eyes. In the silence I still hear your name. So So here's to the dreams on which the dusk has fallen, to the whispered goodbyes and the time we borrow, and the heart that hopes beyond the grasp of sorrow, that finds the strength to greet another morrow. Love sleeps where the wild river bends, in the echoes of a lonesome endless sky. I'll carry you in verses till my journey ends, in the melody that never says goodbye. Oh, love sleeps, but it never dies, caught between the earth and open blue, with every sunset that the dark embraces. In the quiet, I'm still loving you.
Underneath that old oak tree, by the porch where we used to be, silent whispers of dust and leaves, singing tales of you and me. The scarves you hung on every hook, now just shadows in every nook. Cabin haunted by the love we took, and the heart you never forsook. Porch cries under moonlit skies, where our love once danced. Now my soul just sighs. Every creek and wood, a story told of a warm hand lost in this growing cold. Echoes of your laughter in the breeze, as the leaves rustle and the memories tease. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now paths of solitude I call home. The saddle sits but rides no more, just like my heart, worn and torn. What changed was not the setting sun, nor the trails we thought we'd always run. It was the fading of your gentle ways, in the harsh light of our ending days. Porch cries under starlit realms, holding on to a ghost at the helm. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red, painting loss in the words unsaid. Whispers of you in the wind's mournful calls, as the horizon blurs and the nightfall falls. But here I stand where you left your mark, in the silent scream of the meadowlark, a lone figure against the vast open plains, learning to dance in the oncoming notes. So porch cries, and so do I, with the stars bearing witness in the sky. The oak still stands though the years pass by, holding memories that refuse to die. In the quiet of this lonesome view, I'll find the strength to start anew. But in every twilight's fading blue, my heart whispers back to you. In the heart of a dusty, forgotten town, where the gravel roads kiss the sun-stained ground, There stood an oak by an old wood porch where I carved our names in the twilight scorch. Scarves danced in the springtime breeze, memories as thick as the wild oak trees. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the boards, a soft-spoken lie, echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon side. Porch closed her eyes, oh how she cried. Years flew like leaves from the sycamore. That old cabin's charm, now a faded lore. The saddle sits dusty, hadn't seen a ride since the day the echoes of our love died. Rain taps the shingles, a lonesome tune dances with my heart. Out of time, out of tune. Porch closed her eyes when you said goodbye. Now the stars don't light up our patch of sky. Every creak in the boards, a soft-spoken lie, echoes of footsteps, just you and I. Still the wind calls your name through the canyon side. Porch closed her eyes, oh how she cried. I wander these trails where the wild roses grow, searching for what was lost long ago. The sunset still blinks, oh but it knows that even the wildest river someday slows. Yet in the twilight your shadow still shows. Porch closed her eyes and I swallowed the pain. Under the weeping low, I'll whisper your name. Every sunset that fades, it's never the same. For the porch closed her eyes in this quiet, lonesome game. And the stars, once our map, now just old flickering flame. Porch closed her eyes, nothing's the same. Porch closed her eyes, nothing's the same. Out where the oak tree marks the bend, underneath that western sky, we carved our names, swore our love would never end. In the shadow of July, old porch creaking, whispers in the breeze. That dusty road knew all our dreams. Here on this lost trail left behind, memories like ghost towns fill my mind. Every sun sets a shade of her eyes, tears fall like rain from these dusty skies. This heart rides alone, the past it can't rewind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind. Years roll like thunder through these hills, echoes of her laughter in the wind.
heartache scarf she left on the windowsill. Each threadbare strand a whisper of what's been. The cabin's empty like the space beside me, where she used to lie. My dreams now reside quietly here on this lost trail left behind. Memories like ghost towns fill my mind. Every sun sets a shade of her eyes. Tears fall like rain from these dusty skies. This heart rides alone, the past it can't rewind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind. Sometimes the heart's a lonesome rider chasing shadows, but the nights just hide her. And these whispers in the gusts of prairie wind speak a love that won't come round again. Here on this lost trail left behind, gravel roads stretch out with no sign. I keep riding where the stars no longer find the man I was when she was mine. Here on this lost trail forever confined, I'm just a shadow on the lost trail. This lost trail left behind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind.
Out where the oak tree shadows stretch long, near that dusty crossroad where she sang her summer song. The porch still creaks, the cabin door it moans. Her laughter echoes deep in every weathered stone. Faint trails of her silk scarf dance with the wind in a wild land where our loving tales were penned. Her smile lingers in the twilight's crying hue, just like starlight whispers to the dew. My heart rides these gravel roads alone, searching horizons where her sunshine once shone. Oh, her smile lingers, but the warmth is gone. Left me a shadow in the dawn. Time's cruel hand turned our laughter into dust. Rain washed away dreams, left behind rust. Where once we rode neath endless sky so wide, now lies a silence that I can't abide. Our old red scarf, now faded, frayed and thin, like the feel of her hand slipping from my skin. Her smile lingers in the twilight's crying hue, just like starlight whispers to the dew. My heart rides these gravel roads alone, searching horizons where sunshine once shone. Oh, her smile lingers, but the warmth is gone. Left me a shadow in the dawn. In the soft serenade of the evening breeze, I hear creaking oak tree leaves. Love's not lost, she sighs, just part of the land. Like the river carves canyons with a gentle hand. So her smile lingers in every setting sun, in every tear, cried and song unsung. Though I wander lost through this life I roam, her smile's a beacon, forever calling me home. Yes, her smile lingers, and I tread on. A lone cowboy, dusk to dawn.
In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to flow, she danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high under the endless sky. Now it's just me in this old saddle and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name. Across the barren meadow, it's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room.
Where the oak tree shadows creep, by the creek where the willows weep, there's a wheel half buried where lilies grow, marking love's passage soft and slow. Her laughter echoes in the breeze, whispers cross the Amarillo seas. That old wagon wheel, rusted red, spins tales of the love we once had. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever dawned, bound to the ghost. The wagon wheel haunts. Years have worn the leather of my saddle. Past have changed, now let's travel. The cabin's empty, the porch swings alone, echoing steps of a love long gone. Riding these trails dusk to dawn, the scarf she left now sun-bleached and worn. Gone dreams where wild roses sprout, leaving just shadows filled with doubt. Wagon wheel, keep on turning through the whispering winds and the fire still burning. My heart rides on your rusty rim, rolling through memories brim to brim. In the cool night air under starlit vaults, my spirit wanders, my heart halts. By that old wagon wheel I'm forever dawned, bound to the ghost. The wagon wheel haunts. Now the rains trace old trails like tears on my face, each drop a memory, each storm a trace of a love so wild like the mustangs that run underneath the fading western sun. Wagon wheel, keep on turning, my heart's a campfire forever burning. Ghostly love, ride with the wind in the wild yonder where our dreams have thinned. Here by the wheel I stand, I haunt with the quiet whispers the wagon wheel taunts. In the silence there's nothing to flaunt, just a cowboy's memories, and the wagon wheel haunts.
In the hush of the dusk, by the old chapel gate, where the oak tree whispers secrets to the slate, I found a locket, rusted gold, half buried, sealed by fate, with your picture inside, smiling, whispering, wait. Oh, this locket called my name in the wind's mournful tune, underneath the crescent moon, where our love once bloomed. It's a keeper of the past, of the kisses that we claim, now just shadows on the trail since you've gone away. Time swept through the wild lands like a restless, roaring train, left our dreams like tumbleweeds scattered by pain. That scarf you loved, now faded, just a relic
of the rain and the porch where we dance, stand silent, bearing stains. Oh, this locket called my name in the wind's mournful tune, underneath the crescent moon, where our love once bloomed. It's a keeper of the past, of the whispers in the gloam, now just echoes down the roads where I roam alone. As the twilight bends to night by the fire's gentle glow, I reckon with the truth that these lands already know. Every step away from you is a step I take in vain, for each sunset leads me back to your name. So this locket called my name through the cold silver dew. It's the heart I can't reclaim as I wander torn in two. May the memories light my way till the roads cease to win. In the locket called my name, you're forever entwined. And the sun dips low, painting red the skies. An old cowboy sings with tears in his eyes, for the love left behind, for the life that he claims. In a locket called his name, where the heart forever remains.
Underneath the shadow of an old oak tree, on a hill where the winds tail so free, I carved our names inside a heart so deep, where the soil held promises we couldn't keep. Oh, lonely hill forgot the lover's vow, only echoes of our whispers now. The sunset bleeds like the tears we wept in the heart of the land where our dreams slept. Years slip by like the rivers flow. Old porches creak in the evening's glow. Your scarf still hangs on the rusty hook. A chapter ends without a second look. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold. Gravel roads and the stories they told, lost in dust and the rain's soft plea. A wandering soul forever to be. Lonely hill forgets, but I recall each whispered love, the rise and fall. The sunset now a fading light on trails that vanish into the night. In the silence of this wild, wide space, I find the ghost of your tender grace. Though time may heal the marks we made, some shadows linger and never fade. So here's to Lonely Hill under starlit skies, to the love we lost where the old oak lies. I'll ride these lands alone, and yet in the heart of the hill I'll never forget.
In the shadow of the oak where whispers hang on to the breeze, I carved our names inside a heart, and still I see it with ease. Your scarf, it danced a wild red against the prairie's dust, on the porch where we lay watching stars and dreams we used to trust. Those boots walked away down a road of gravel gray, left nothing but the echo of your laugh in the fray. Sunset bleeds just like my heart over trails where we'd roam. Boots walked away and my heart lost its home. Cabin by the ridge stands empty, like the void inside my chest. Rain taps on the window in rhythm with my unrest. The saddle hangs untouched neath that old weathered barn's decay. Every creak in the wooden boards echoes words we didn't say. Those boots walked away with every dream I dared to lay underneath that endless sky where our wild spirits play. Sunset bleeds just like my heart over lands where silence swells. Boots walked away, left me nothing but farewells. The canyons cry, telling tales of what was ours. I'm the lone shadow walking where our laughter once filled the air, holding on to the ghost of you, wondering if you still care. Walked away down paths old and worn, leaving me with memories in the dust they have borne. Sunset bleeds just like my heart over roads that lead astray. Boots walked away, love's a price too steep to pay. Boots walked away, and the echoes, they still stay. In the whispers of the prairie wind, by the creek where the willows sway, there's a cabin aged by sun and sand, where his shadow washed away. Old oak, its roots deep as secrets, scarf she left faded to gray. On the porch echoes a duet to hearts that dared to stray. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's face in the clouds, I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. Gravel roads we walked in laughter, now just trails of dust and dismay. The storms came in silence after, like the rains he too wouldn't stay. Saddle worn from journeys ended, gloved hands no more held in sway. In lone nights no stars descended, only dreams where night bleeds today. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's face in the clouds, I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. So I roam this land, a ghost among the oak and ash, a whisper on the wind, a flicker in the embers flash. What's lost is not just him, but the echo of my name in the canyons of my heart, where he alone remains. So here's my soul beneath the endless skies, a say, a cowboy's lonesome tune where old love's fray. Every sunset's crimson cry, a testament of sway to the love in that lone place where his shadow washed away, where his shadow washed away. Out where the oak tree marks our story's start, under the shade where you first stole my heart, the whispering leaves, the choir of our past, still sing your name as shadows they cast. There by the creek where the wild horses roam, that old wooden porch, we once called it home. Memory lingers like dust on the trail, the sun sets but some tales never pale. Your scarf in the wind, a dance lost in time, every sunset burns your absence a crime. These gravel roads, they know my weary stride, haunted by the love I can't set aside. Now the cabin stands hollow and worn, windows like eyes, shattered and torn. The laughter that filled up the dusky eve's air fades into silence, there's nobody there. Rain taps the roof in a slow rhythmic cry as I wonder about the how, the when and the why. Memory lingers like dust on the trail. The sun sets but some tales never pale. Your scarf in the wind, the dance lost in time. Every sunset burns your absence of crime. These gravel roads, they know my weary stride, haunted by the love I can't set aside. Could these rolling hills whisper your name? Will the river's course ever be the same? With each lone star that lights the night stone, I roam this earth, forever to roam. So memory lingers like the scent of the rain on the saddle, the leather where once was your reign. A cowboy alone by fate's harsh decree. Under vast starlit skies, you're still with me. Yes, memory lingers, and I reckon it will, till the trails end and the heart lies still. Underneath the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers of the wild wind used to speak, there lies a gravel path where we once roamed, now just fading tracks beside the creek. You wore a scarf of blue, eyes full of dreams. We planned our lives on that old wooden porch, but time, like silent thieves, stole all but screams, left me riding alone with a flickering torch. On this timeless road now washed away, the rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go, my heart's refrain, on this timeless road washed away? Mountains stand unchanged by the year's flight, but not those little cabins where love's light burned bright. Your hand in mine seemed nothing could tear us apart. Now it's but a dusty saddle, an empty heart. The evenings when the world turned a softer hue, we'd count the stars, the future seemed so true. But town lights dimmed, and so did what I thought I knew. Left wandering these trails, cloaked in twilight dew. On this timeless road now washed away, the rains came down, swallowed up our days. Your laughter's echo I chase in vain, like sunsets bleeding in a sky of gray. Where did you go, my heart's refrain, on this timeless road washed away. Maybe love's a ghost town, faded and old, haunted by memories in the silence they told. I ride through the whispers where our past sleeps cold, searching for a treasure in the heart I still hold. On this timeless road forever washed away, I find you in the breeze, in the dusk's last ray. Though you're gone, my love won't sway. Echoes of you linger in the winds that fray. Where did you go, my heart, forever to say? On this timeless road, eternally washed away. And so I ride love under these weeping skies. Every sunset, every dust trail, your memory never dies. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild winds have spoken, lies the house where my heart first came undone. Wooden beams and faded dreams, porch where we lay talking, now just echoes of the setting sun. Silk scarf she left on the railing still dances with the gale. Like her whisper, it haunts this hallowed ground. Old house left behind, with your windows worn and blind. Can you keep her laughter locked inside your wall? Dusty roads I roam, no more to call this home. Just a ghost in boots, trapped in time's unyielding claws. Seasons turned, the fires burned, and the rivers all grew colder, as the trail from your door wore thin with rain. Saddle so I rode once more, but each sunset made me older, under skies that whispered her name in vain. That gravel path now overgrown can't lead me back to before, when the world was ours and love was wild and free. Old house left behind, with your hall so undefined. Do you hear my heartache echo through your rooms? Wandering soul I've become, under this relentless sun, chasing shadows in the twilight's loving gloom. Water still remembers how our dreams flowed like the currents in the spring. But those waters took you east to where the city's heart dismembers all the beauty and the peace that nature brings. Old house left behind, where my roots are intertwined. I leave you with her memory, but mine I cannot free. Every whisper of the wind calls me back to where we've sinned, yet I ride with only dust to comfort me. her safe as I vanish without trace, a lonesome cowboy with the sunset as his guide.